Over the past year, Macro has gone through a major overhaul of its components to align the new Common Core standards with a focus on rigor and depth of knowledge. That means to get to the Super Bowl of Macro, it's going to take a lot of hard work, but it will be worth it.
Macro is aligned to Arizona's Common Core standards for mathematics, helping students gain the academic knowledge and skills they need to be successful in college, career, and life. That means it's going to teach you stuff that you will need to know when you're a grown-up. It's kind of like the NBA, where everyone has the same guidelines.
Macro booklets are one of the central elements of the program, but a booklet alone doesn't improve math achievement. That means the booklet is important, but it's not the only important thing. Just like the scoreboard in a game is important, but there are other important elements.
Rooted in research, Macro was developed by experts in mathematics education. That means really smart people figured this out and they proved it works. Really smart people are like the refs in a game, as they have to measure and calculate yardage.
Administrators, teachers, parents, and students are all important parts of Macro. That means everybody at Western Valley Middle School is like a sports team, doing this together. From Mr. Lyon and Mrs. Davis to all of the teachers, your parents, and most important, you.
Parents monitor completion and sign their children's work in the Macro booklets. Macro Family Workshops offer math activities and tips to help parents support their children's math education at home. That means we'll invite your parents to school to talk about math and ask them to sign your booklets. They are kind of like your personal cheerleaders.
Stage me. Our parents are key to their children's success in school. Macro helps parents get involved and see what their children are learning in math. That means your parents are an important part of Macro, and we need their help, just like we need referees too.
Students like to see their success. Each classroom will have a chart with stickers listing student names and tracking when students complete their Macro. Everyone can see and share the success of finishing their Macro booklets. That means, of course, everyone loves a reward. Like when you win a game, you get to dump Gatorade all over your coach.
As a reward for completing your Macro booklets, by the end of each month, you will receive a prize provided by the school and funded by Rodell. And that means you get prizes, medals, and trophies just like the Super Bowl.
This year, more than 2,500 teachers and 65,000 students across Arizona will participate in Macro. That means a bunch of kids in Arizona are doing this just like you.
The Macro Math Initiative has a record of improving learning for middle school students. That means Macro is pretty cool. And if we all do our part, we all get better at math.
Students pledge their commitment to Macro at a kickoff assembly in September. That means it's time for you to make a promise to yourself that you're going to be a team player and do all you can to become a lot smarter in math.